existing goodwill in books and valuing goodwill on retirement. Let's see what is there first, and then I will explain to you what and how we have to move forward. Ram, Shyam and Mohan are partners in a firm. Ram, Shyam and Mohan are partners in a firm and are sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. 5:3:2. The sum is equal to 10, so we can write 510, 310 and 210. Right? In the books, goodwill is appearing at 80,000. Okay, this is the existing ratio. Now it says that the goodwill is already appearing in the books at 80,000. Very good. Shyam decides to retire, and on retirement date, goodwill is valued at rupees 64,000. So what happens here is that, at the time of retirement, there is already a goodwill in the books. Okay. And once the retirement happens, you are told that the value of the goodwill is reduced. Right? Now, one of the important things that you need to understand is that goodwill which is appearing in the books on the date of retirement actually belongs to all the three partners. Okay? Right? Because let's say, for example, whatever R, S and M have done till date, this goodwill is a result of all their efforts in the past. Right? Now, whether it is good, bad, ugly, whatever it is a profit or a loss, it belongs to these three people. Right? In what ratio? In the ratio of 5:3:2. Whereas the new goodwill, the benefit is going to be enjoyed only by the continuing partners. Why? Because whatever is the goodwill as on the retirement date, once Shyam moves out, okay, Shyam decides to retire, whatever is the goodwill, the new goodwill, the value is going to be enjoyed by these two people, right? For which they are required to make a payment to Shyam. So in such cases, what is done is that the new old goodwill is written off. Why? Because according to Accounting Standard 26, you can't keep goodwill in the books of accounts unless it is purchased. So even if it was purchased, because now the guy is moving out, so if it's a profit or loss, it has to be written back to his account. Right? Existing ratio is this, and the new ratio is how much? Ram and Mohan decide to share profits and losses equally. Equally would mean 1/2 and 1/2. Or simply you can write this as 5/10. The reason I have wrote this as 5/10 is I have made the denominator equal to this. And this can also be written as 5/10. Right? So the new ratio is this. The existing ratio is this. So how much is the gain made by them? He had 5/10. He has 5/10. So he does not mean any gain. Or in other words, 5/10 minus 5/10. While M made a gain of 5/10 minus 2/10 or 3/10. Right? Which means what? That the entire gain on this retirement is made by Mohan. So he is the person, not Ram, who has to make payment for goodwill to Shyam. And what is Shyam's share of goodwill? His share of goodwill is 64,000 is the total value of goodwill. So Shyam's share is equal to 3/10 of 64,000. Right? This is 19,200. So Mohan has to pay 19,200 to Shyam. Right? So as I discussed, we will first pass the entry for this particular thing. So we will debit all partners' capital accounts. So RSM debit, debit, debit to goodwill. Why? Because we are writing off the existing goodwill of 80,000. And this has to be written off in the ratio of 5:3:2. So R gets 40,000. S gets 3/10 or 24,000. And the balance 16,000 goes to M. This is for the write-off of the old goodwill. Write-off old goodwill. And for new goodwill, we will not create a goodwill account because that is something which is governed by Accounting Standard 26. But Mohan has to pay 19,200 to Sohan. So we will just debit Mohan's capital account. to Sohan's capital account. It's not Sohan, sorry, Sham. 19,200. Right? So whenever you have old and new goodwill, what do? We write off the old goodwill to the capital accounts of all the old partners in the ratio of their profits. Why? Because this is something which belongs to them. Then the new one, because the benefits are going to be enjoyed by the continuing partner, we see how much they have gained on retirement, and in that ratio, whatever is the share of the outgoing partner, that is debited to their capital account.